I was trying to.
That's not even my ringtone. I don't know what
Yeah, you were playing a video.
Just play a video. They're on Facebook. Look. I'm just gonna stay off of it. It's almost too big for our hand.
What, you want to get a mini phone like what's the way?
Yes. The 5S.
They make you so
Did you go for a walk yesterday?
Yeah, I went for a walk. Oh my god, your husband's phone is like maybe this big compared to mine.
And then he's got big hands. Thank you very much for coming to our performance here at the Clearfield Presbyterian Church. We look forward to coming here every year and performing for the Clearfield community. We have a program that we usually prepare throughout the year, and we bring it in full to this point. And we always like to share and give a lot of performance opportunities to pretty much the outside area. It's very important for our young musicians to be performing and to be performing in front of new and fresh audiences all the time, and also to be performing in front of people who have heard them many times before, and it's always a real treat. That first tune was something that came from very historic, from the Renaissance era. We do a lot of music that does a lot of different culture and historical diversity, which is a really great thing. And the next tune, Esto Les Digo, is a really lovely melody that is coming from the Gospel of Matthew, set beautifully by a composer, Kinley Lange, which will then be followed by an American folk tune, Down to the River to Pray. And they both have their own sacred roots in their own different ways. Esto Les Digo will feature Emily Smeal.
Deus
This next piece needs a little explanation. La vasija de barro, a piece that comes from the Ecuadorian islands. And there is a kind of a different religious factor, especially in this kind of sect, especially in older times. If you read the translation in your program, you'll notice that it's a lot about the bearing of ancestral connection. So you will hear a couple different sounds. One of the sounds you're going to hear from the sopranos is this kind of lofty, very high sound going through, which is actually a form of lament. There's a lot of lamenting, especially in this kind time that happened. There's also, you're going to hear a lot of this kind of syllable, this boom, 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 going through, that actually represents kind of more of the march, the dirge itself. Then you'll hear, which is actually very appropriate in a lot of folk cultures outside of, where we kind of look in, like Europe, for example, that the bass, the low bass, actually gets the tune. The low alto gets the tune a lot of the time. So they're actually going to be featured, our bass twos in this particular song. And then there's going to be little features as you kind of go about, as you'll hear. Sololy, this will feature Georgia Fleming and Tiffany Bloom, La Vasija de Barro. poem by Daniel Ladinsky for this next piece. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with a love like that. The select choir, the select choir in and of itself is a group that not only does dominantly a cappella music, meaning that stuff that is not accompanied, but they're also, being a select choir, they often do music that is harder, it's more challenging, it's more musically demanding in a lot of different cases. This group in particular, has taken on a lot of challenging repertoire this year, especially that last piece. You don't hear how difficult sometimes the music is because it's like, oh, it's long, it's slow. But to count it, to really think about it, to tune it, to get the chords, to get all that stuff, not to mention there's 18 of them singing 8 parts. Do the math there. There's a lot of things that they have to do that requires work on their own, that requires work around and elsewhere in order to do all of that. And so it's a great thing that we have these kinds of groups. This, our women's choir, our barbershop club as well, that kind of encourages this growth, especially for singers who really want that particular kind of challenge. The next piece, MLK, is a different kind of challenge. It kind of connects with The Sun Never Says in a different way. In terms of taking some of the speech of the MLK famous I dream a dream speech, yes, no, what is that? Whatever it is. I said Les Mis for some reason. But anyway, there's a really lovely speech, that he has a part of here. And this is actually going to feature Georgia Fleming and Maisie Hoover. But it's a different kind of challenge because in here, the musicians have to really listen and be able to get things across without having meter and time in order to guide them. But the message is really, really nice. Please enjoy MLK.
Sleep.
thank you very much for coming and supporting us tonight. It means a lot to us, and it means a lot to live music here in Central Pennsylvania. Just a couple of events that are upcoming for us, just for some advertisement. Monday coming up, if you wish to hear the Select Choir with our Women's Chorale and our Barbershop Club, they'll be performing their Spring Sing at Irvin Park at 7 o'clock. There will also be a reception to come, so if you want to come for music, you can also come for free food too. So, there is that component. We also have our high school concert band is going to be performing a Memorial Day in the Grampian Fire Hall on Monday, May 29th at 11 o'clock. Please come and support them up there as well. And we also have our elementary concert. If any of you have any siblings or anyone involved with our elementary program, next Tuesday, the 23rd, that's going to feature all of our elementary ensembles at 7 o'clock. So we still have a very busy end of the year with lots of things yet to do, but it's a really good joy to have. On our way out, there are collection plates out of this door as well as over here as a free will offering, and anything that you give is going to go towards the expenses of the choir, and all the dollars put in will be used to enhance what we do and to help pay for things and to help with what we do every single day. So thank you very much for your support. Thank you to the Presbyterian Church always for allowing us to be here and to perform, and for Mason Strauss for the invitation. We really, really appreciate it every year. We're going to end with a piece called Hush. This is a piece that we had the opportunity to sing at a festival at Susquehanna University in November, and we were one of, I believe, it's 7 schools in the state to share the commission of this piece. So this is a relatively new work that is out. We performed it once at the Women's Club performance earlier in the month, and now we are performing it for the second time here in Central Pennsylvania region. So work that is actually unheard, and what's really cool is that our name is in the score and is going to be transferred worldwide, which is kind of a neat thing. We also had the opportunity to work with the composer, so we got insight as to what the composer wanted. So please enjoy Hush. Thank you very much for that. Please, on your way out, if you'd like to give, there's baskets out each door. Thank you so much for coming, and we hope to see you at our performances. Thank you so much.